Всем привет, с вами Гамик. Продолжаю проходить Хогвартс. Наследие. Всем приятного просмотра. Пишите, комментируйте, ставьте лайк, подписывайтесь, друзья, на канал. А мы продолжаем. Так, звук проверили. Чем мы остановились, уже не помню. Вчера что-то... Что делали, не помню. Так, ладно. Давайте посмотрим, что тут у нас. Инвентарь. Инвентарь. Таинственная книга. А, мы книгу взяли, точно, вспомнил. И на этом мы остановились вроде, да? Угу. Угу. Так, еще один. Рукоятка для палочки. Места. Мы в библиотеке, если я не ошибаюсь. А что, места-то где еще? Я вопросик. А вот. Так, окей. Ладно. Задача у нас книги и невзгоды. Так, когда мне талант-то откроют, интересно, блин. Ревелио. Погнали отсюда уже, что. Ой, тут больше ничего не пищит. ТПшечка. Тихо. Не заблудись, главное. Так, кто это еще лежит тут? Прочитать профессор Блэк. Может быть, стоит наложить запрет на применение чар в библиотеке? Конечно. Так, что-то есть, блядь. С той стороны. После библиотеки что-то. По-любому. Хорош. Фонтан в центре зала. Так, фонтан в центре зала. Уже, бля, какой уровень-то у меня, хер его знает. Ну, пойдем. Тут нет ничего. Дин-дин-дин-дин-дин. Вернитесь в класс профессора Фига. Так, загрузочки. Ревелио. А, тут ничего нету. Когда, блядь, замки могу взломать? Уже неинтересно мне так. Хочется уже взломать что-нибудь. Так. Кстати, у меня этот есть. Коллекционная крестовидная. Палочка, что ли, опять? Эй, не туда. Ну да. А нет, это лучше. Посимпатичней. Где метла, где грифон, где чё, где, когда, зачем? Вот это что такое, опять светится?
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Revelio. Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
Oh, надо.
Dear. Some of these
Ну,
pages
это
seem to be
кто-то
missing.
добрался до этой книги раньше нас.
It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still,
И все же нам понадобится время, чтобы изучить то, что осталось. Возможно, мы
perhaps we can still salvage
все еще
something
сможем извлечь
useful.
что-то
It
полезное,
may
хотя
take some
это может
time.
занять какое-то время.
I
Окей.
wonder why it was
Интересно,
here,
почему она
below
была здесь,
Hogwarts?
под
I
Хогвартсом?
think I know, sir. I
Кажется,
saw
я знаю
two more
историю. Я
memories where
увидел
I found the
еще два
book.
воспоминания там.
Another
Еще
pensive
один омут
Godric's
памяти.
heart.
The man we saw before,
Тот человек,
Percival
которого мы
Rackham,
видели
was a
раньше,
professor
Персиваль
here.
Рэхэм.
First memory showed him and three
Первым
other
он еще трое
professors
предположили
using
использовать древнюю
ancient
магию,
magic to
чтобы
restore a
спасти деревню
hamlet
от
from a dragon.
засухи.
Miriam was right. And
Мириам
the
была
second
права.
memory?
А
They
второе
were talking to
воспоминание?
a
Во
student who
втором
started
они
as a
говорили
fifth
со
year,
студентом,
like I
который, как
did.
и я,
She
поступил
could
сразу
see
на пятый
traces
курс,
of
она
magic
тоже
too.
видела следы
Why
древней
those
магии.
memories?
Почему именно это воспоминание? Может, в
Perhaps
книге
this book
найдется
will
объяснение?
explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London.
Мне придется взять ее с
The
собой в Лондон.
headmaster
Директор
has
настаивает,
insisted
чтобы
that
я
I
лично
speak
поговорил с
directly to the
министром о
minister about
смерти
George's
Джорджа.
death.
Так, что вы...
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
Понятно. Понятно, я попробую
I'll see what I
что-нибудь
can
узнать
learn
о
about the
пропавших
missing pages
страницах,
while you're gone.
пока у вас не будет. Хорошо.
Don't neglect your
Не забываю во всем
studies. Your one work is
высказыванию, все
improving by
лучше
the day,
управляйтесь с
but
палочкой.
you'll want to pay
Но нужно
attention in
также
herbology and
уделить время
potions.
травологии и
magic
зельеварению.
than
Магия это не
spellcasting.
только
Plenty to
заклинания.
keep me occupied while you're gone.
Значит,
You've done
будем
exceptionally
заниматься.
well.
Все
I
придется вам
look forward to
сказать.
seeing all that
Будет
you've
очень
accomplished
интересно
when I
смотреть на ваши
return.
достижения, когда я вернусь.
Oh, and don't neglect
Ах,
your
да.
friends. You may be
Если времени
surprised by how
друзей
much
вы
you
не
can learn
представили,
from
сколько
them as
полезно можно
well.
от них узнать. Хорошо. Молодец. Отлично. Испытание выполнено. 13 уровень. Так, и чё, куда, зачем нам, почему? Открыть задание. Внешний вид. Комбинации. Групп. Мне нужно опять сюда. Выйти. 2. Так, давай побочку, ой, это основную, потом побочки посмотрим. Ты. Еще палочка. Хорошо. Задание. Разный внешний вид снаряжения. Легендарная накидка. Сейчас посмотрим. Почта. Ага. Понятно. Слушайте, я в Нижнем Хогвартсе, приходи скорее, я хочу поговорить. Лучше сделать это за пределами замка, Нати. Плащ, что за плащ? Хочу плащ. Посмотреть плащ. Вот это, да? О, нормально. Шляпу надо поменять только. Шляпа что-то мне уже надоела такая. Какой-нибудь нормальный есть? О, заебись, вообще охуительно. Так. Ну, будем двигаться.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and
Что-то
Harlow.
подвисает,
It
блядь,
might be
последнее
best to
время.
do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Ну что за фигня, а? Нажмите кнопку «Карта мира». Эта карта большая, ее часть покрыта туманом, который не позволит вам Видеть все подробности. Окей. Деревушка — это небольшое сообщество, расположенное по всему миру. Ага. Это деревушка, которая называется Нижний Хогвартс. Найти новые торговцы, точки побольше заданий, как основной предмет. О, все-таки Демница, сундуки сокровищ. Понятно. Продолжить. Ревелио. Теперь, кстати, сундуки можно пооткрывать. Где они тут есть? Ага! Собака. Отлично. Так, ладно. Погнали. Отправляйся на занятия по травологии. Тихо, не туда. Травологии, блядь. Не туда. Сюда. Прогрузочка чуть-чуть. Угу. Тут ничего у нас не летает. И я тоже пока не летаю. Тоже ничего нету. О, здесь. О, что-то есть. Это тут, наверное. О. Дерево в теплице. Еще что-то есть. А это что? Теплица. Какой-то сверху, что ли? Давай задание сначала.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
О, я. О, добрый день.
Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
Что нам надо? Я очень рада, что мы снова собрались здесь в этом году. Нас ждут волшебство и радость. Но самое главное, что мы будем выращивать на травологии, это знание. Тот, кто знает травологию, может и даже этих таков, не больше, чем прыгунов каких-то. Итак, приступим. Сегодня мы познакомимся с громоголосными клубнями, известными как корень мандороды. Корень мандороги. Хер вы говоришь, блядь.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil.
О, орут, бля. Смотри как.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
Repero.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Ничего она меня ничему не научила.
Now for our next task, we'll be planting our potting tables. You can all... I
Так,
wonder if
стоять что-то есть. Бумажки с Эльвиры.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to
Да,
bloom.
блин, что за херня?
I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Так,
Let's see
куда?
how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital
Стол для
ingredient
горшков
in the
разблокирован.
Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
9 минут. Бадьян.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora.
Китайскую
The
жующую
Chinese
капусту.
chomping
Хорош.
cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there.
Revelio.
Your lead.
Ну, пойдем.
Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't... Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping...
Revelio.
Открыть уже. Сливы, спилины, блин. Там что-то он есть.
Go on.
Собрать.
They'll do the rest.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that. Look at that! Someone mentioned they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time.
Revelio.
See you back in class.
Там, блядь, закрыто. Где мой взломщик, блядь? Я профессиональный взломщик. И нету ничего.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Так, тут все.
Those mandrake are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Да.
Revelio.
Меню. Девушка из угада. Понятие по зельеварению. Давай сначала. Expelliarums. Так, друзья, маленькие перекурчики, продолжим. Так, перекурили, продолжаем. Коллекция, потом посмотрим. Все знания, занятия. Зелье варенье. Белигну. Тихо. Блин, замок. Замок, падла. Книга летает. О, еще дверь. А где? Вторая. Боже, где вторая-то? Одну вижу. А, вот вторая. Так, первая. 2. 13, да? 8. Раз, два, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Паук. Так, окей. И... Это, блядь. Раз, два, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. И... Раз, два, 3, 4, 5. 5, 5, 5, 9, 5, 14, 3. Змей трехголовый. Змей, змей, змей. Трехголовый змей. Вот. Комната открыть. Откройся, комната. Хорошо. Мантия ученого. Так. Ну, нормально. Пойдет. Так, и куда нам? Сети. Сюда, наверное.
Revelio.
I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a wiggle-weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own.
Никогда не знаете, когда оно может пригодиться. Приступайте.
Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Шесть капелек, блядь. Перемешать. Варево. Окей.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
Попробуйте.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredient you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients.
Okay.
Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Так, и чё?
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity.
Garrett
You remember me,
Weasley.
don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Endurance potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Ну да, давай,
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
A well-prepared...
Revelio.
Перо Фрупер. Яйца. Мне же все надо. Все надо. Надо же все.
Your potion station's organized and free of clutter.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Revelio.
А где пищит?
Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience.
Значок мракоборца профессор Шау.
Thorough.
Так. Винисис. Гарретон.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Endurance potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Revelio.
Так, а где мой котел? Вот
Should
он.
you chop the Dittany or crush it?
Взаимодействие.
Wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Выход одна бутылочка. 23
And
секунды.
now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening?
Нет, ничего.
It's not supposed to. Ah!
Ой.
Dragon Duck! What happened?
Драконий дело.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Я же не хотел.
I brewed an Endurance potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today in your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Сегодня все.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard... And I... A fascinating.
Я думаю, интересный диалог.
Speaking of stars.
Так, дальше что у нас по программе?
Revelio.
По программе у нас дальше девушка нет. Давай вот это выучим, потом куда-нибудь. Уклонись от атак врагов, используя кувырок. Используй инсендию против врагов. Понятно. Инсендию против врагов. Знаешь, пойдем. Погнали. Снати. Так. Надо ТП куда-то. Так, сюда, да? А как мне так сделать? Короче, надо идти, я понимаю. Ну, погнали. ТПшки пока нету.
Revelio.
Why that portrait was empty.
Это что? Зажечь? Ага. Хорош.
Revelio.
Да, что был вроде, блядь, почему не было мне? Клокочет 3 сестры. Еще что-то. Ага. Сломанная метла. Еще что-то. Ты кто? Сплющенный доспех, понятно. Ну, вроде все. Еще дверь. А, закрыта. Угу. Окей. ТПшечку надо открыть. Хорошо. 546, офигеть, перед собой. Ну, ладно, пойдем. Может, что-нибудь по пути найдем. Все закрыто. Кабинет по изучению твари, нифига себе.
Revelio.
Лунный камень пригодится, как говорится.
Revelio.
Грибы.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Так. Когда мне метлу дадут? Интересно. Или грифона. Грифон летать хорошо. Высоко летать. А я тут был, что ли? Ну да. А почему? Я не смог выбраться, пока не научился, значит. Шарики какие-то.
Revelio. Revelio.
Вроде открыто. Ага, где-то что-то было. Инструмент смотрителя. Так. Снаряжение. Плащ. Нападение. Окей. Так, ладно, это потом. Так, а вот это что? Вот это вот что? Хранилище сокровищ. Да ладно. Как мне туда попасть? Я, наверное, не умею. Или умею?
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
Посадка на светный шар.
Revelio.
Все, да? Ну все. Хорош. У меня там 3000 целых, офигеть. Ревелио. А это что? И что сюда надо? А что сюда надо?
Revelio.
Странно.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
Светится, а что надо? Ну, не знаю, не знаю. А если...
Lumos.
Не работает так. Блин, вот это, конечно, неудобно переключаться так.
Reparo.
Так, ладно, пойдем. Дальше, пизду. Сейчас поставим. Вот это. А что, я не заберусь? Типа. Ну ладно. Ревелио. Так. Так.
It is good to see you, my friend.
My friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well,
Да,
but I have
отправилась,
been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Прикольно. Так, это отрадно слышать.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well,
all the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow was planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I'm going to watch and listen and find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Спасибо, Натя.
Be on your guard.
Будь начеку.
Imagine how inconvenient travel.
Блять, и чеки
What's going on here?
А есть торговец.
I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home, especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Так.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help
Что
you
у
with?
вас можно купить? Мне надо продать.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
Нормально. 200. Так, а что купить? Это не надо. Рябиный отвар. Да нет, пока мне ничего не надо.
Hope to see you again sometime.
Revelio.
Revelio.
То есть, блядь, вчера 2 нахуй дня я не чихал нихуя. Как ты сегодня, сука, в кондер включил, я, блядь, начал чихать. Не из-за кондера, да, блядь?
Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock should be this
Прошу прощения. Ой, блядь, не могу, нахуй, больше. Блядь, замки я не могу делать. Ладно, помогите там, кому незнакомцу. Погнали.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a dock. She's nipped back your time. Oi!
Вы кто такие, блядь?
Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Остолбеней. Еще иду.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Дулян Бадин. В разделе «Коллекционер ваше руководство» появился новый тип врагов. Здесь вы можете получить ценную информацию, например, об их уязвимости определенных. Окей. На.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little crews. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a traveling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Так, ну давай. Что тут у нас?
I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet.
Revelio.
It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
It's like money.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about...
Revelio.
Powers.
Incendio. The flames make the pyre sink. Revelio. Incendio.
Так, так, так. Что-то новенькое.
How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
А, все типа.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swell. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade, should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safe of my notes and books.
Так, ладно. Тут два задания, там и там.
Sir Nicholas, our ghost is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Чего она сказала? Не, давай я сейчас вот эту сначала карту. Хогвартс. А что, нельзя переместиться? Задание. Ничего нельзя. Ну ладно, так. А, ну да, тут.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
No,
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Сколько у вас? 4? Херей, блядь.
Incendio. Incendio.
Как так быстро-то?
They made a crap's breakfast out of you that round. Care to try again?
Yes, I'm ready now.
Very well. Good luck out there.
Да что такое, блядь?
Care to try again?
Yes, I'm ready now.
Very well. Good luck out there.
Incendio.
Как-то подвоится, да? Победа.
I could never duel like that. What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training.
Excellent idea.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonder if you need to stop.
Accio. Incendio.
Good one.
Да. Да, блин.
Nicely done. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Even though you won the tournament already, I'm glad to see you haven't stopped.
Так, ладно, друзья, все ссылочки будут под видео в описании. Позже стримчика, пишите, комментируйте, ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал. Пора на работу. Всем пока-пока.